Hello everyone. Today let us learn about real numbers and their decimal expansion. So as we know, we'll look at some examples like dividing 10 by 3. So if we go by long division method, if we divide 10 by 3, uh, here 3 3s are 9 and then 1 is the remainder. We add 0, we add a decimal point and add 0 to it. We take 3 3s are 9 and then we get 1 as the remainder, we again add 0 to it. So 3 3s are 9, we get remainder. So 1, so this remainder 1 keeps on repeating. And if we look at the quotient out here, the quotient 3 3 3 3, this keeps on repeating. 3 3 3 keeps on repeating when we divide it by 3. So what we can, if we look at the quotient out here, we can conclude that the decimal points are non-terminating. Non-terminating, and it is repeating. What is repeating? This number 3 is repeating. So 3 is repeating. So we can conclude this. So so we can write 10 by 3 as 3.333333 dot dot dot. That means the 3 is recurring. And another better way to represent this is 3.3 with a dash on the top, with a hyphen on the top. What does this hyphen represent? Is the 3 keeps on repeating. So this is the number which is repeating. So we can represent this number as this also. Now let us look at another example. 7 divided by 8. So when we when we look at this, when we divide this, what do we get? At last we get remainder 0. So the first we get 6, 4 and then 0. So when the remainder is 0, we get a finite quotient. That means it is terminating. So this is terminating quotient and it is non-repeating. The quotient is terminating. So here we get a 0 remainder at the last. So here it is non-repeating. That is 875 is the last. Now if we come take another example, if we divide 10 by 7 in a long division method, you can try this. I've already written it. We get reminders 3, 2, 6, 4, 5, 1. But if we look at here, I get 1 at the last. If I divide 7, if I divide this 1 by 7, again these patterns repeat. 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7. 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7. This keeps on repeating. So I can see that this set of numbers repeat. So I can add a hyphen over the top of this. So that means 0.142857 repeat again and again. So what is this type? This is again non-terminating. That means it goes on till infinity. As I keep dividing, the remainder will not be equal to 0. It is non-terminating and it is repeating. If you look at here only one number is repeating, but here a set of numbers are repeating or a string of numbers are repeating. Okay, so by looking at this, what can I conclude? I can conclude that the remainder becomes 0 in this case, or it repeats in this case. When we take a fraction and divide it, the remainder goes to 0 or starts repeating. And I observe another case, that is I'll take it here. The number of entries in the repeating string of the remainder is less than that of the divisor. Okay, this is a big sentence. It is difficult to understand. So I'll make this more simpler. If we look at the divisor here, the divisor is 7. And if you look at the reminders, if you look at the remainder quotient, the number of digits the quotient is repeating is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this the number of repeating numbers will not exceed the divisor. That means the divisor is 7 out here, and there are only 6 numbers which are repeating. Okay. In the same case, if we look at this example, here the divisor is 3, and the number of digits repeating are only 1, right? So that means the number of digits repeating will not exceed the divisor. That is what is the that is what this says. We can conclude one more thing out here. That is the non-terminating and repeating, and also terminating and non-repeating. That means the terminating quotient and the non-terminating and repeating quotient both can be expressed in the form of P by Q. That means they belong to rational numbers. We'll see this again. Let us take 1.23. Is terminating. That means the remainder out here is 0. It is not being extended, it is terminating. And if I take this example, 1.121212, here 1212 is being repeated. I'm putting a dash over it to represent that it is being repeated. Or 1.3, as we saw in the last example, this is non-terminating. That means there is no end. The remainder is not becoming 0, and it is repeating. A set of numbers is repeating or recurring. Okay. Both of these cases we can express this in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0. So these are called as these can be classified into rational numbers. Whereas, as we saw earlier in the definition of irrational numbers, where it is non-terminating, the number does not terminate, and it is non-repeating, and it does not repeat. See, a set of numbers does not repeat, as in this case. So these are classified as irrational numbers. Again, these rational numbers plus irrational numbers make up real numbers. Till now, I saw that 10 by 3 can be expressed as 3.3333 ... or 3.3 recurring in the by using long division method, as we saw it earlier. But when I have this number 3.3, how do I represent it in the form of 10 by 3? How do I do that? Let us see. So let us convert the rational decimal expanded form into P by Q form. So for this, let us take an example from the textbook, example 6. Let us convert 3.142678 into the form P by Q. So how do we do that? They have given 3.142678. Now I can write this as 3.142678 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 with 6 zeros. So how did I know that? Every time I multiply by 10, the decimal shift to the right. Okay. So what I am doing is I am multiplying and dividing with the same digit of numbers. So I am moving this decimal right to how many ever digits is there. So this is a terminating decimal. So I can move it to known numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can move this to 6 decimal places. So I am adding 6 zeros. So I'm multiplying and dividing with the same number. So when I multiply this with the same number, all the decimal goes to the right. 0.000 becomes. So this number divided by this. So when I neglect the decimal points because it is 0, it is this by this. This is in the form of P by Q. Therefore, I can say this is a rational number and it can be expressed in the form of P by Q. So when I divide this and simplify this, I get a more simplified version. A smaller example would be better, like 2.32. If I have this number, how do I do that? I multiply by 100 because I have to shift it by 2 digits. Divide by 100. So that would be equal to 232 by 100. So when I simplify this, I get a more simplified version. So this is divisible by 4. So this is 4 fives. So 3, 32 eights. This is 25. So it is equal to 58 by 25 in the more simplified version. So now converting terminating decimal to a rational number was easy. Now how do we convert this non-terminating rational number into P by Q form? So this is a challenging problem. So how do we do that is we will assign x is equal to 0.333 dot 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 or equal to 0.3 recurring. Now this is step 1. Now the step 2 is I multiply both sides with 10. So now what happens is 10x is equal to, I will get, when I multiply by 10, the decimal shifts to the right. I get 3.333 and so on. So why did I multiply by 10? It all depends on the number of repeating digits. So let us take for example, we have 2.373737. Here 37 is repeating. So that means I have to multiply this by 100 because I have to shift this by 2 digits. Let us take I have 2.537537 which is repeating. I have to multiply this by, I have to shift this by 3 digits. So I have to multiply this by 1000. So here I have only one repeating digit. So I'm multiplying this by 10. So now what I'll do is I will write this as 3 plus 0.333 repeat. So how did I do this? I need to express this in the form of x. So can you see this is nothing but x. So I write 10x is equal to 3 plus x. So when I take x this side, it is 9x is equal to 3. X is equal to 3 by 9 is equal to 1 by 3. So that is 0.3 recurring is nothing but 1. Let us look at another example. Before going to the next problem, I wanted to show you something. So find 2 by 3 value without long division. We know how to find it by long division method. But he's asking to find the value without long division, given 1 by 3 is 0.33. So he has given this value. So we can write 2 by 3 as 2 into 1 by 3. So what can we do now? This can also be written as 2 into, he has given the value 0.3 recurring. So if I multiply this, 3 2s are 6. So it is 0.6 recurring. So if we multiply 2 by 1 by 3, it is again a recurring digit. It is again recurring. That means 6 is recurring. This is 0.66666. It goes on recurring. If I divide 2 by 3, you can check this by long division method. So let us multiply it with another one. 3 by 3. How do I do this? 3 into 1 by 3. That is equal to 3 into 0.3. That is 0.9 recurring. That is 0.99999 goes on. Sir, what is this, sir? I know that 3 by 3 is 1. But I am getting 0.9999. This is not equal to this. Why is this a problem? Because I am taking only these numbers. When I take it till infinity, there is something called as limiting it. That is approximately equal to 1. we'll study this in first PUC. But if they give us something simpler like this, we can simply divide it and give it as 1. We get this, which is approximately equal to 1, which is not actually equal to 1, it is approximately equal to 1. Anyway, they won't ask problems like this. They might ask problems like this, where we can directly multiply with a rational number to a recurring digit, which, see, if you look at this, when I multiply a rational number to a recurring digit, a recurring decimal, recurring fraction, what happens is I am getting a recurring answer, or I can get a non-recurring answer also. So when I multiply it with a rational number, it might be recurring or non-recurring. So anything can happen. So now let us look at another example. Show that 0.2353535, that is 0.235 recurring, can be expressed in the form of P by Q. So how do we do this? Again, as usual, let x is equal to 0.235 recurring. Now this is step 1. Now step 2 here is a little different. We want to take it in the form which we can solve. So what I'll do is I will multiply it by 10. 10x is equal to, that means I'll shift it by a decimal point, 2.35 recurring. So when I have only the recurring part on the right side, I can use my previous method, that is multiplying it by 100, and I can solve it as usual. So we have to always keep in mind that we have to multiply it, before solving, we have to take it in the form where I have only recurring parts on the right hand side after the decimal. Okay. So now let us do it by, as usual, I have to multiply both sides by 100. Why? Because 100, I have 2 digits which are recurring. So I have to multiply it by 100. So it is 1000x is equal to 235.35 recurring. Why is this? Because this is 353535 until how many other times, I don't know. So once, even if I shift it once, I'll be again having 353535 recurring until infinite times. So we don't know what is infinity, where it will end. It is non-terminating. So even if I shift two digits, again it is 35 recurring only. So here I have to write this in the form of this. Okay. So how do I do this? I can write this as 1000x is equal to 233 plus 2.35 recurring. Is it same? If I add, I'll get 235.35 recurring. That means if I subtract this minus this, whatever I get, I have to write it here, and the remaining part I write it here. So this, I know how to solve this. We have already solved this. 1000x is equal to 233 plus this is nothing but 10x. So I write it as 10x. So when I subtract it here, it is 990x is equal to 233. X is equal to 233 by 990. So I can write it as 0.235 recurring is equal to 233 by 990. This is my answer. Let us take another example here. Let us take 0.58787 recurring. So I'll put this as let x is equal to 0.8787 recurring. So what will I get? Here 0.58787 is recurring. So this is the first step. Assigning x as 0.587. The next step is keeping only the recurring parts on the right hand side. That means I have to multiply this by 10. So 10x is equal to 5.87. Right? Now it is simple. Multiply both sides into 100 because there are two digits on the which are recurring. So this would be equal to 1000x is equal to 587.87 recurring. So I can write this as 1000x is equal to, when I subtract this minus this, I get 582 plus 5.87 recurring. So this is nothing but 1000x is equal to 582 plus 10x. This is nothing but 10x, right? So when I subtract it here, it is again 990x is equal to 582. I get x is equal to 582 by 990. You can simplify this if you have time in the exam, or else you can leave it like this itself. So I can write it as 0.587 recurring is equal to 582 by 990. Now let us look at another type of problem. To insert an irrational number between 1 by 7 and 2 by 7. So we have already seen when we have 1 by 7 and 2 by 7, we take it as R and S respectively, and an irrational number between them is root of R into S. That is equal to under root of 1 by 7 into 2 by 7. That is nothing but 7 7s are 49 under root of 2 by 49. Now let us take, this is right. Now let us take, they want something on a number line. So how do I represent this on a number line? It is a bit complicated. So we'll find finding root and all is complicated. So we'll find another solution because there are infinite irrational numbers between them. So first let us look at 1 by 7 and 2 by 7. 1 by 7 we did it in the starting. What is 1 by 7? 1 by 7 is nothing but 0.142857 recurring, right? Yeah. So now 2 by 7. 2 by 7 we will go by this method. 2 into 1 by 7. So that means I have to multiply it by 2. So 7 2s are 14, 4, 1. So 5 2s are 10, 1, 1, 8 2s are 16, 17, 1, 2 2s are 4, plus 1, 5, and then 4 2s are 8, and 2 1s are 2. So it is 0.285714 recurring. Okay, so I will write this here. So this is 0.142857, which is recurring, and here I'll have something 1.285714, which is recurring. So for simplification, I will take this as 0.14, 0.28. So I have to select a number between 0.14 and 0.28. So let me consider 0.15. Okay, but this is terminating. When it is terminating, it can be written as a rational number, but I need an irrational number. What is irrational? It should be non-terminating and non-repeating. So I have to write a number such that it should be non-terminating and non-repeating. How do I do that? I put dot dot dot. So how do I put dot 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 is important. 1 5, I put 1 0, 1 5 2 0, 1 5 3 zeros, and I put dot 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 dot. If we see here, no set of numbers is repeating again and again. You can tell that 1 5 is repeating. 1 5 is not repeating again and again. It is coming in between, but it is not repeating. See, there is no repetition of a sequence of numbers. So this can, and it is non-terminating. So we can consider this as an irrational number. So this is in between both of these, because if you consider the first two numbers, it is in between. So it is an irrational number between 1/7 and 2/7. Okay. So let me consider adding one more number. I'll consider 0.16. I'll again use the same technique: 0, 1, 6, 0, 0, 1, 6, 0, 0, 0, and dot, 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 dot. So you can add infinite numbers in between, infinite irrational numbers in between. So this is a small technique which you can use. Enjoy your time, practice some problems. We'll meet in the next class. Bye.